National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Washington Football Team and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They show run with three tight ends here on first down. Off the play fake, Winston. That's out to the flat for Akers. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
At the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. Check three. Under 10. 10. Switch it.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Winston. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
From the gun on 3rd down, O'Neal. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. O'Neal. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. A handoff for Gibson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. O'Neal. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st down, O'Neal. And yet again, it's McLaurin. A big hole right side. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play that time on the catch and run. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson punching it in from a yard away. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Rams nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? On the handoff, it's Akers. Room past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Rams nothing.
Now a run with Akers. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Second down and 7. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Ready? Black 22.
From the gun, Winston.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. There he goes, left side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Pettis now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Let's convert. Watch the edge.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Switch. Slam. Big edge.
On the counter, this is Akers.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down at 4. Now a give. Akers running left.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Second and 2.
Off play action. O'Neal slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. O'Neal.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on 1st down. O'Neal slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. O'Neal. Flush to his right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go with a keeper and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. O'Neal. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. O'Neal. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. O'Neal rolling to his right. Open spaces. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30. 10. 5. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Washington. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
You got block me. Check. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 30.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Looking to throw on second down. O'Neal. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, O'Neal. It's complete. It's Gore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. O'Neal. He's got Gore. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Washington.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
On 1st down, Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. O'Neal.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll they'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Gibson again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pettis now from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24.
31, Rams 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pettis now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Mike 19, Mike 19.
On play action, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Mike 19, Mike 19. Switch.
Winston. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Check. Mike 19.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Washington 38, Rams